aren't we?
Jyoti? Do I need to talk to you, Jyoti? Okay, anyway, we're starting back up. And Jyoti is having weekend nightmares, apparently. Adair's got a wound on him. What the fuck? When did he fall down? Can't remember. When did Adair fall?
I no longer hear the perverted anthems of Rawatai echoing across Queen's Birth.
Yep, the sailors are gone.
And Zili has a new audience. Clever. Stick with me and you'll be on the winning side when the dust settles.
Infighting only strengthens the Royal Deadfire Company.
Merla, you and my father are too alike. Go on. I'm still waiting on word for the next job. You have a few days to decide where your loyalties lie.
Adu, what brings you to the Hall of the Valeres?
You have some kind of trouble with the family next door.
Ach, the Bardato Bank shuts us out of investments and stifles our finances. This is the richest prospect on Iora, but we cannot grow our family business.
Can't make coin at the expense of others? Now that's a crying shame.
If you know a better way of squeezing profit out of these islands, I'm open to hearing it. Ezali is a rich thug, and someday she will get what's coming to her.
I'd like to talk to you about them.
If we must. What is it?
I think your family should consider a truce.
Shoddery. Our disagreements are beyond the point of shaking hands. This is not your feud. If anything, I question your interest.
You're a businessman, you know if my investment is false.
You have little to gain by peace between our families, but you speak as if you might. You want to help? Convince Ezali to negotiate. She ignores my invitations. Until then, leave me be.
Okay, let's go convince them to stop being arseholes. I frankly, I see them always being arseholes, but... They're all fucking stupid ass. I have not been in the ship in a long time, have I? Since I got the ship here from fucking Port Magi, I have never once sailed in it since I got here. There's so much to do though. There's so much to do. If I get my Hawaiian reputation up, I might be able to convince. So I'm trying to get my Hawaiian reputation up. So the Prince fuck nutlets will let me help out. I need to get Adair up as well somehow. Adair, what is it you actually like? He likes anti-lightning key, animal kindness, pro-euphasions, light-hearted. I've done quite a few light-hearted things and he hasn't liked them. Traditional. Hates red and key, anti-euphasions and animal cruelty, but he doesn't mind if I'm not traditional. That's nice. Dum dum dum.
My intelligence speaks of agitated whispers in the Valera household.
I have some
Then
questions.
ask. But do not waste my day with trivialities.
About this feud with the Valera family.
Fratello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions.
I spoke to Otello Valera. He's ready to negotiate if you're willing to meet at the estate.
His brood threatens open bloodshed in the streets, and he thinks... delusional little snake. Fine. But you can assure him that I won't be alone. Go on then. Let him know, before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Our family can't go on like this.
You're correct. Because if you lot don't stop fucking fighting, I might just decide to kill every last fucking one of you.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God, and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together. Happy to oblige. Hoo-wee! About time we took a breather. My feet are blistered something fierce. Tell me what's on your mind?
How are you feeling? Suffering any more recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul. Sure thing, Watcher.
I was actually hoping to get something about her and Maya there, because they are getting kind of flirty. I know you can get her to end up with Maya, so I'm trying to get down that route, and the positive talks between them is kind of giving me hope that she is going to go there.
No problem.
It might be it's locked though to quest progression, because I've not even finished the first chapter. Well, I have finished the first chapter now. I'm on the second chapter or something like that. Equivalent to the fucking... Where is...
Why not?
Otello? There he is.
Good night, Watcher. We can speak in the morning.
Oh, so they recognise his time and day. Okay. That's an interesting feature of this game then. They actually recognise what time of day it is when you come to talk to them. Ooh. Now these smarty pants. No, actually I could just hit the wait button, couldn't I? Okay, we'll just wait outside. We'll just stand outside that door until morning. Like, I'm just going to sit and look at the stars. Shoti's going to creep into the bushes with Maya. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Blanca. That's a nice little touch though, like they'll actually take note of the time of day. Where's my popster? Got to... Where's my popster got to?
Adu, what brings you to the Hall of the Valeres?
Azali has agreed to meet and discuss terms of peace.
You really managed to convince that stubborn Pugra to show up. I'll make sure the estate is prepared to receive her, then.
Let's begin the negotiations.
I will send a messenger to fetch Azali. Whether she is still receptive to the idea of a truce is ultimately up to her.
Right, let's see if we can get through this without anybody fucking losing or not. My diplomacy is pretty fucking high, so hopefully I should be able to get through this. Alright, if we could open by defining each of your grievances and demands, that's our diplomacy. Mystic or a priest could do something else, but if we open by defining each of your grievances and demands. Before you complete a sentence, Attila cuts you off a hard wave of his hand.
You run your bank like a crime syndicate. Some of us struggle to tell the difference.
We can take it up with the director anytime you feel like explaining why your children are intimidating my merchants. I see our would-be mediator has arrived. Well, we're here. I hope this wasn't some elaborate, ill-advised jest.
I would not willingly welcome a Bardato beneath my roof for the sake of a jest.
Diplomacy, please, let's not try to sabotage this from the outset.
As long as the Valera remembers his place, we shouldn't have any problems.
My place is in the dueling ring. Care to let the gods decide, Lady Bardato?
Quiet, Martino. Watcher, now would be the time to lay out your reasoning.
I made allies of former enemies before. I think we can all pull together in a stronger force. You two have plenty in common. You're both working for the company. You're both for single parents. Am I trying to get them married here? I've made allies of former enemies before. I think we've all pulled together in a stronger force.
Ak, raise the stir in the White March Mountains. The same could be done here.
Was that because I got the ogres to work with the... Oh yes.
A force? Watcher? To what end?
Death to the Principe, Raratine, everyone who stands against us. I want to help the one of this city. I'd like the company to be our earnest ally. Yeah, that might get my Juana rep up, so.
Akara, but these sharks are no sympathetic audience.
You hear more than one person laugh, including Martino. Artello, however, looks surprised.
A noble enough goal.
Atello, I hadn't realized you had a soft spot for the natives.
So insight. You let your children lash at the Bardatos. What's your goal, Artello?
My goal? To wring out a little respect from this feud before we go under. The company will bleed us dry. We give our lives, our loved ones' lives, and they don't lift a finger to help us. The Bardatos turn their backs. Why shouldn't I teach my children to walk with their heads high?
Okay. Azali, why shut the Valera family out of trade?
One does not arm the competition. Besides, lesser people have made more of themselves without the aid of banks.
Well, it's not like you're giving them reason to prove their trustworthiness. For a few moments, Azali stares, frowning at the surface of the table. Atello glances you, his brow furrowing.
I want the Principe out of the trade lanes.
What?
Half of this month's shipments are missing. I'll give you coin and crew for 5 ships to earn back my investment.
6 ships. With 6, I will drive the Principe from these waters like rats from a fire.
6 ships. I believe we just made a deal, Valera.
Then it's settled?
The base said bewildered by his own words.
So it seems. For the time being. Time will tell if this arrangement is a favorable one. My hosts, you'll excuse me if I return home.
She favours Europe and is looking her way out. And everybody levels up! Apart from Maya. Come on, Maya. Stop being so Maya. Ah, you Maya, yeah, you're Maya and my Maya here, Maya. Oh god, you have to be so Maya about this and just level up at your own pace. Terrible, terrible. So, do we level up on camera or do we? Oh fuck it, you lot can watch this all happen. I'm such an evil fucking host, aren't I? Arcana up, and diplomacy up. Oh yes. Hang on. Previous, what is that? 11 diplomacy and 10 arcana. Nice. Right, choose from one class, Cipher or Paladin. Psychic Backlash, gain concentration, hammering thoughts. So more penetration, or do you have any shred abilities, which is what my character is good at? I still get put in something for soul ignition, haven't I? Into the AI, but I can do that at some point. Mentally link the targets around your ally to those around them, forcing attackers to receive a proportional damage to the ally they suffers. Sounds good. Or Great Ally on Hands, or Glorious Beacon. Or we could go for that, or Aegis of Loyalty. Aegis of Loyalty was an awesome ability, so we'll go for that. Okay, pick a new weapon. Giddy gumdrops, giddy gumdrops, gumdrops, giddy gumdrops, drops, gumdrops. What topic? I was a flail user last time, so we can always put them back up. I can lower the reflex, but that's only good for magic users to hit them. I did wield a fucking hammer last time as well. But that recovery time and getting additional penetration, yeah, that could be useful. Stiletto. Rapier. Whack him on the head with a club to lower the will defense. That could be useful for being a cipher. You lower the will, then you whack him on, then you hit them with a fucking cipher ability. Right, Shooty. You are going to get explosives and religion. Let's see what your priest abilities are. There's not much in the priest abilities I want. That'll be useful if we're having trouble hitting somebody. Or Stunning blow. That's mortification, not wounds. I still haven't set that up, have I? Yeah, we've got all the wound abilities we can have, haven't we? That I want. So yeah, we'll just go with Divine Mark, yep. Or Dire Blessing. Where's my Dome of Protection actually? Yeah, we'll go for that one. That makes it easier to hit people when they're being annoying. What should we give Jyoti as a weapon? Yeah, something as an additional penetration, or another ranged weapon. We'll give it the blunderbuss actually, or arquebus. Yeah, we could give her an arquebus. Yeah, we could go for an arbalist. Yeah, give her an arbalist too. Be able to knock people prone by shooting them sounds good. There, you're up next. Mechanics and survival. You got a lot of survival, you know that, boy. Bills well, combat focus, hold the line, snake's reflexes, fortitude, penetrating strike. Okay, that could be useful. Mule kick, upgrade the kick so it leaves him disoriented too. Right. Or gain his defensive stance. Yeah, we'll go get some stances for him. Unless these have something more useful. That could be useful for him, raw damage over time. We'll get that next time then, maybe, unless he goes up another power level. Right, Adele, what else do you want me to be able to use? We want you to be able to use swords, maybe for that gladiator sword. Or maybe if I have an arquebus for you to let you aim further. Or an arbalist to just knock them on their arses. What's the arquebus's one? Yeah, being able to get more accuracy out of an arquebus sounds nice. Arquebus, yes. Just have him shoot someone to engage them. Alright, so Takehu, we want you on alchemy and explosives, and we also want you to bulk up your religion and history. Him and Jyoti are going for history and religion both together, so that's nice. Right, so we could give Rejoice My Comrades. A chanter creates 2 bouncing beams of pure light, restore health and grant immunity to resolve afflictions on any ally they touch. Okay, so heal and resolve immunity, okay. Causes enemies near effect to be frightened. The bolts now bounce to additional targets. That sounds fun, but how often does he actually put it off? So these are additional chants to put in. Resistance to resolve and constitution, immunity to concentration attacks for 10 seconds, and it gets put in every 6 seconds, so it would be just constant immunity. Fortitude and will for 10 seconds, for 6 seconds. Once we can put these in, they'll be useful. I'm not sure how it works though, so... we'll add it in and I'll see how that works. Takehu, you can work with Blunderbuss, but that only gives you powder burns. I want you to have a pike ultimately as a secondary weapon, but hey ho. Okay, there's a wand attack, interfering. Yeah, that might work as well. Or we could give him the Arbalist. Just help knock people in their asses. Or give him ability to work with shields. Okay, the small shield one sounds good. Getting increased accuracy when you get missed by an attack sounds good. That would work for there as well. Increases deflection, give him a small shield, and just let him gain accuracy in battle. That only took 15 minutes. For me to decide what to do with everybody. So level 16 was highest level last time, so I'm about halfway there. But I know level 20 is a half fucking level cap in this one. It takes a shit ton of experience to get there. You know.
Did I tell you? You were in my dreams last night, Watcher. You were on your knees before my God. And I couldn't stop screaming.
Thank God she said before my God and not before me. That'll be something different altogether, Jyoti. There's my ship. So, what do I want to leave myself off on for next time? Yeah, not until... And the food I have to get my that up for. Mapping the archipelago we could do. There's friend we could do. That means advancing the main quest. Blow the man down we could do for our Seraphim. That will take Palagina for... So... Mapping the archipelago, getting back on my ship. Sounds fun. Or going to see the Brass Citadel. Doesn't matter, because I'll put myself over here.
This is risen again. He is glorious in form and purpose.
And between the episodes I will sell shit off and see if there's anything I can buy, like food for the crew and whatever. And I'll see you all next time then when I come back, and I'll try and set up my AI to include all the new abilities they have. See ya!